So बच्चे we are going to start cash flow from investing activities. This is the second major head of cash flow statement. It is called B part, cash flow from investing activities. We have to record the cash inflow or outflow from the investing activities. So major things which are included here are purchase of fixed asset or investment, long term investment only. Okay, if we have purchased fixed asset or investment, cash gone out, this is called cash outflow. If there is any sale of fixed asset or investment, by selling you will receive cash, this is called inflow of cash. This is called inflow of cash. It will be added. Now three incomes: interest received, dividend received, rent received. The answer will be either बच्चे cash flow or cash used in. Cash flow from or used in investing activities. If the answer is in positive, means 10,000 positive, then it is cash flow from investing activity. If it is negative, purchase is more than everything, then you will write cash used in investing activities. Got my point, bache? Any purchase of fixed asset investment will be subtracted. Any sale of fixed asset and non-current investment will be added. Three incomes will be added: interest received, dividend received, rent received. Okay, bache? This is your cash flow from investing activities. Purchase of fixed asset investment minus sale of fixed asset investment plus interest received, dividend received, rent received. Only 5 items. Purchase of fixed asset investment minus sale of fixed asset investment plus interest received, dividend received, rent received, all plus. Positive answer, cash flow from investing activity. Negative answer, cash used in investing activity. Now you have to make few accounts. Asset account or investment account. Then accumulated depreciation. Accumulated means the depreciation of past years, collective depreciation. Two accounts we have to make now: asset account and accumulated depreciation account. We will start asset account by writing to balance brought down and by balance carried down. Balance brought down of asset will be recorded on debit side and balance carried down will be recorded on credit side. But it is opposite in case of depreciation account. Balance brought down will be on credit side and balance carried down will be on debit side. Is it okay, bache? These are the balance BD and CD. Debit for asset and credit for depreciation brought down. Now, what we have to record here? If we have sold any asset, we will write by bank account. This thing you have done in last year depreciation chapter. Machine account we used to prepare that time. Balance PD. If we have sold any asset, we will record here by bank. And how many months we have used, we will charge depreciation for that. How many months we have used, we will write depreciation for that, and then we will write the loss. Profit and loss account, in bracket you will write loss. Whatever is the cost price, we will deduct from the cost price the depreciation and the sale. Then we will come to know the loss. Sometime it also can, profit and loss, profit can also be there. If loss is there, it will be recorded here. If profit is there, it will be recorded in debit side. Only one thing will be there, either profit or loss. Then we will total all these items of credit side and subtract the debit side. Then the balancing figure will be to bank account purchase of asset. Purchase of that asset. This is the balancing figure. If it is given in the question, then maybe sale is missing or depreciation or loss is missing. Anything can be there. Maximum 4 items can be written on credit side of an asset account, and maximum 3 items can be written on the debit side of an asset account. Okay, bache? Balance brought down, profit and purchase, sale, depreciation, loss and balance carried. Now come to the depreciation account. Here we will record only one thing, to asset account. Depreciation on asset sold. This thing we will record here. From asset account, we will record the depreciation of asset sold. Then we will do the total of these two. It will be given. And from the total of these two, this will be deducted. Here, depreciation charged during the year will be the balancing figure. The answer will be depreciation charged during the year. If this depreciation is given in the question, then from the total of these two, we will subtract the balance CD and we will come to know the depreciation on assets sold. Anything can be given or anything can be missing. This is the maximum 4 things which we can record in depreciation account. Now, the question arises, when we have to make the asset account and depreciation account. Why we are making the asset account and depreciation account? Whenever you are having some additional information, even it is only the depreciation, even then you have to make the account. If two balances are given to you, balance BD and balance CD, nothing is given to you except that. So the difference will be either purchase or sale of the asset. Either it will be purchase or it will be the sale of asset. But whenever you are having some additional information is given in the question, then that will be recorded. That will be recorded in asset account. In that condition, you have to make asset account. And if depreciation 2 values are given, the difference will be the depreciation charge during the year. But if some additional information is given to you, either this or this, then you have to make the depreciation account also. When additional information is there, at that time you have to prepare the accounts. Now have a look on illustration number 20. It is given, purchase and sale is already given to you. Purchase of plant, purchase of investment, purchase of goodwill. No purchase of patent. So these purchase will be recorded in minus terms. Purchase of plant, purchase of investment, purchase of goodwill. It will be recorded in brackets because they are in minus nature. Sale of 3 things, plant, investment and patents. Sale of plant, positive. Sale of investment, positive. Sale of patents, positive. Then interest received on debentures 8,000 will be added. Beta, interest paid will not be recorded in investing activities. No interest paid I have taught you, and dividend received will be added, and dividend paid will not be recorded at all. Okay, bache? 2 things we have to add from the income. Everything was given. Purchase will be subtracted and sale will be added. Then interest received, dividend received will be added. At the end, one thing is given that they have purchased a plot of land out of the surplus of the funds for investment purpose and was let out for commercial use and rent received. This is only the rent received. Rest every line was the line was not used, will not be used. Only you have three incomes: interest received, dividend received, and rent received. All purchases will be subtracted, all sale will be added, and three incomes: interest received, dividend received, rent received will be added. And that will be your answer, cash flow from investing activities. Here the answer was in minus 472. So we have written cash used in investing activity. Cash used in investing activity. Any doubt, bache? This is your asset account and depreciation account, and this is your cash flow from investing activities. Only five things: purchase of fixed asset investment minus sale of fixed asset investment plus interest received, dividend received, rent received. If interest paid, dividend paid, rent paid is given, just leave them. It will not be recorded in financing. It will be it will not be recorded in investing. It will be recorded in financing, and rent paid will never be recorded in this because that is operating expense. Any doubt, bache?